Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday. We actually have a decent amount of things to do today, surprisingly. I went to the store. Okay, clarify from yesterday. Some people commented. I don't know why, or maybe I didn't know. I don't know. I said that power steering fluid is the same as brake fluid, and I don't know why I said that because I don't know. But I bought the proper power steering fluid that you put in the Mark IIIs. I'll show you guys in a little while. So we're doing that. I bought some more hoses to potentially relocate that power steering reservoir again. Danny's coming over, bringing me some little goodies. Greg's coming over later after both of those happen. And we're gonna be test fitting the hood. The AeroGear Hood, the AeroGear Hood on Miley and probably the Jetta truck as well. Just see how it looks. I just wanna see it actually on the car. There's not a lot of pictures of that hood on people's cars. There's like 2 pictures, I'll put them right here, and they're both like massively riced out. Sorry if that's your car, but they're not done well. So I want to be able to see it on a car, like I don't see it on my car, so I can just see it in person, and you guys can see it as well, because you can still buy this hood brand new off some websites. So that's what we're doing today. Power steering pump relocating again. Some cool stuff from Danny, and then testing my hood. Danny's here in his freshly lowered car. That's good.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
They actually ride really nice.
Does it? What colors are they?
There's some hot tuning coils off eBay, but they're not stiff at all. Like going down the I-4 to Ace Cafe, it wasn't even like.
It looks really good though. It's nice. I've always liked these cars. I don't know. I want one of these in a wagon, but it looks really nice.
One that was off my car.
And you brought me goodies.
Yes, I did.
That's funny. Someone just commented I needed a battery box, and then you happened to say, "Hey, I got a battery box." So that works out perfectly. And this is what that's to relocate the battery, or what's that for?
Yeah, this was when Alex relocated his battery to the trunk.
Look at that. I just talked about getting a cover yesterday or relocating my battery, and I just got both things. You're the man.
Fantastic.
You're the man. And this looks good. I like how this looks a lot. So here's my fancy new battery cover. And actually I can put a little bit of staining on the top. I mean, it's in good condition, a little stain. So, you know what we're gonna do with this? Texture paint, like everything else. So we'll trim and bumper paint this, make it look nice and black and brand new. That way we can just cover the battery up until I move it to the trunk, which I now have all the pieces for that as well. And then this is the stuff I got today to probably gonna relocate this again and move this either further this way or more that way. So there's only one spot on the bottom that's kind of messed up and one over there. But yeah, it's funny that you said that, because the same thing I thought about. If I did run this hood, I may just, when I fix the fiberglass in here, just cover these 3 up, so it's just these back ones and not the front ones. I don't know. Once I see it on the car later today, I'll get a better idea of how I like it and if I want to take some stuff out or just leave it as it is. But it is cool, and it's light, and it's functional. So I don't know. You guys can see kind of down there where it's kind of cracked. But the bottom piece wouldn't be that big of a problem. Over here where it's kind of bent a little bit, we would need to fix. But we'll see. So this is what I got from O'Reilly's. I only went for this, but then I decided I needed a lot more things. So I got 2 different hoses to do the different sides on the power steering reservoir. I was missing one of these on my wheels, so I bought a full pack of 4. I'm going to use these to adapt the old hoses to these hoses, so I don't have to take anything out. I'm just going to hook the old hoses to one side and put the new hose to the other side so I can go wherever I want. Some new clamps, and then these, I'll show those before in a little while. Nothing crazy, but I just needed those as well. But this is the exact power steering fluid you need for the Mark IIIs. I searched it online, and Greg recommended this as well, and O'Reilly's has this, so that's what you want. I think we're gonna start with these. I got these. I only really needed the black cover ones there. If you look back here where I deleted my windshield wipers, I had this little cap there, and I had one on that one, and they fell off, and they're just kind of like loose on there. So I'm gonna use those black ones to cover those better, so they're not like sticking out like that. Wait, Danny's leaving. All right, appreciate the stuff. I do one of these days, but I appreciate the kind things you brought me. Let's hear this bad boy start up. That 1.8 turbo life. It makes popping sounds. It sounds good. Nice. All right, and just like that, 1 and 2 are on, and it's just, like I said, little things make a big difference to your car. I'm still missing 1 more screw thing there and 1 more there. I need to find those still, but at least the wipers look better, so that's our first stop. Next, I bought these. I have all these on my wheels already. The full, like the polished, the stem cover and the cap, and then this one back here was missing it. Oh wait, I guess I was only missing the cap. I didn't need this entire thing. Oh well, at least it'll match again, so we'll get this put on there. Actually lied, I'm gonna switch the new ones in. If you look, these ones are nice and shiny, these ones are kind of getting dull. These ones weren't actually like fully polished like before. These ones are nice and shiny, so I'm gonna swap all these new ones in and take the old ones off. And boom, the first one is done, looks good. Like another simple thing, I think the black stems look ugly, so the nice polished cap with a polished stem cover looks good with the lips. Alright, all 4 wheels are done, and I have a backup set, so I lose one again. I will be able to just replace it versus putting a black cap on there, so that's good. Next, I think I'm gonna throw this battery cover in. I was gonna use, like I said trim and bumper paint before, but I really should use fabric and vinyl paint for this, since this is like a canvas kind of style. But I think that'll still work just fine. But what's cool about this is actually an OEM Volkswagen one. So if you turn this cover over here, right here, there's a Volkswagen logo, and it says 97, which my car's a 97. So that's pretty cool. Some OEM goodness, but these stains gotta go. They ain't gonna look good. So we're gonna fix that and then get that thrown in the car. And the battery cover is only gonna be temporary. I have the wires now to relocate my battery to the trunk, and Greg knows how to do that. I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I have like a vague idea of how to do it, but Greg's done it before. So I think maybe next weekend we'll go ahead and relocate my battery to the trunk, get that out of the way. I do need to make a new trunk setup. I have the wood for it, so I might do that as well. And then that'll definitely clean up this side of the engine bay a lot. So between the battery being gone, all the stuff we've done on this side, and getting the power steering pump moved again, it's gonna look a lot clean. It won't be the fastest thing, but the little 2.0 should look clean in there. So definitely look good. All right, so I was just gonna use the trim and bumper paint to paint that battery cover, but I decided I don't know how that's gonna work out on the cloth, like the canvas of that. So when Greg comes over later, he's gonna bring me a can of the fabric and vinyl paint. So that'd be much better to spray on that versus using texture and bumper paint. It might be the same, but I just don't know how it's gonna come out onto the fabric itself. So to play it safe, we'll get the proper stuff. And then, so before he gets here, I'm gonna go ahead and get this moved and relocated, so by the time he gets here we can test for the hood and get that put in, and I'll be ready to go. Got the car pulled out of the garage here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the battery out so that's more room to work. I think I fully decided on taking the reservoir. I think I'm gonna put it down in that front corner over there and run the lines under the frame rail here. And while I was looking at the engine bay, I also noticed that on my I think this is the serpentine belt here, you can see right there, there's a little bit of like a little hole almost. So this needs to be replaced. I was going to do both at the same time, so I'm going to probably order those today and redo this one along with the accessory belt down there. And I probably need to do my timing belt here pretty soon as well. So probably do all 3 of those in one shot, hopefully. So yeah, we're going to pull the battery out real quick, and then Greg's been here a little while, then I can paint my battery cover. So when this goes back in, that can be covered up and you won't see any of this really anymore. And then this will be down there. Battery is now out. Once the battery's in the trunk, this is gonna look so much cleaner with nothing over here. Once the battery's gone, I can pull this tray out as well, and it's gonna look pretty much like how that side is, and it's so much cleaner. And then I'm about to put this down in there, get it out of the way. So little by little, and now that I have the wires to move that to the trunk, we'll do that probably next week, and Greg said he's already down. So pretty soon it's just gonna be my little 2.0 in the middle, and then nothing and nothing. So looking good. Got the B3 passat reservoir back off, and then there's one hose there, one hose there. I have, this is the, where'd my paper go? 5/8 for the bigger side of the pump, of the reservoir, and then I have the 1/2 inch down here for the smaller side over there. I'm gonna use my little adapter pieces I got here to connect the old hose to the new hose, and then route it under the frame there, and I think I'm gonna go right to this corner. I was gonna put it farther that way, but it'll be a pain to ever try and fill, so I think right there will be okay. It won't be too noticeable, and then eventually this will all be out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and get my adapter pieces on, the new hoses cut to run underneath, and then have this right down there. All right, there's kind of power steering fluid kind of everywhere and everywhere. Greg's also here at the moment.
YouTube.
I got it over here to the corner where I wanted it to be. I got this line. Instead of putting a new one, I just got one ran underneath the frame, and I actually pulled off the original hose that's there. I'm gonna use this one, because I just want to bend, so I can just make like a U-turn from there and go under this backside up under here to where that is there. So you can see where it's here. I'm gonna go under this side over here over to there. So it's almost there, almost done. But yeah, I'm making a mess. It poured all over me. Not a happy camper. Everything's dirty, but it's all good.
At least it doesn't burn.
This doesn't burn, that's good. I mean, I don't like to taste the power steering fluid, but it doesn't burn. Funny story, I was showing Greg this that we got out of Alex's car, the silver Arrow over at Danny's house that Danny just gave me a little while ago. And funny story, Greg actually put that in in Alex's car way back in the day, and now it's here, gonna go in my car. I told you all these parts we have just get passed from car to car to car to car to car. So now, Alex, you're now gonna be part of this car. Good job. All right, Greg's under the car now. We have the other hose down there routed to the backside. You can see where the reservoir is here. We're gonna get it stood up and zip tied in this corner. It'll be out of the way. And then he was showing me how we can do my battery to the trunk. All I gotta do is take this one and ground this one to the bottom of the frame down here somewhere. And then I need a terminal for these two, and then we're gonna take this one out. That wire that Danny gave me is gonna go from there and then through into the back of the car, and then the battery will be relocated. And we can start cleaning up all this nonsense throughout here because it's very, very dirty in there. All right, so we just about got it all set. I'll show you how we have it down underneath here. We have this hose running from there underneath, but this hose here, if you can see the smaller one right here, I didn't use that extender piece like I used over there. Actually, I didn't use either one, but I do need the adapter piece because I need to extend this hose a little bit out because it's too tight to make this bend. So we're gonna go to this real quick and grab one more little, a smaller little adapter piece to connect this hose to another hose. That way it pushes out farther. That way we can get it up in the spot where it needs to be. Because right now it's just really tight and I can't get it to move over far enough. So we're almost there. I don't know if you can tell it now, but my face, like my whole body's just covered in power steering, and so is Greg. What? I said we're covered in power steering. It's literally everywhere. All right, cruising to the CC, about to get copyright. Arrived at my favorite place. Let's see if they have what I need. It'd be fantastic if they did. I think instead of like redoing my Recaros, Greg, I'm gonna get this. This is much cheaper. This is a way easier route, and the blue matches the car, so I think, yeah, I'm gonna get these. We're not gonna. I'm gonna cover up the Recaro. This is better. Exhaust tips, got that DC, but they ain't no Remus though. You close, but you ain't no Remus tips. All right, leaving the parts store, I got gloves because I need new gloves. I'm gonna be using this bottom adapter piece there. I didn't want this entire kit, but this is the only one that had the size I needed, so I got the whole thing. And then zip ties, because zip ties are very essential. We needed some big ones to hold the reservoir in, so we are good to go. Back to the house. Made it back home. At this point, all we need to do is get that little converter piece to the hoses hooked up so we have a bit more room, get it zip tied in place, and then once that's done, we can go ahead and swap the hood onto the car just so we can see how it looks. You're doing good stuff. If you look right there, that's our connector piece from the original power steering hose. This is our new one over here, and then the pump is, the reservoir is seated right here. So as soon as we get that other hose clamp on, we'll be able to connect it, and then we'll be able to fill it up, and then we'll be done with this section, and then the vented hood can get test fit on, and we'll see how we like it. Greg's complaining he wants a better flathead than what I gave him. He wants more Torx. I'm gonna give you the Torx. I got like all the Torx, like 7 to be exact of all the Torx. I found him this. You're about to get all the Torx. Okay, I found you this. We're gonna put this on this. And you're gonna have, is that good enough for you? Is that enough Torx for you with this, that?
Yeah.
Stop whining. That's enough Torx. I mean, that's enough. So you can do one-handed. Go for it. You got this. I could help. I'm filming. I would help you, but I'm filming. You got it. You're so good. Oh, you used 2 hands, you cheater. Is that enough Torx for you? Is that good? Is that enough for you?
If it tears it off, I
don't go snapping stuff now. Jeez. Careful. Careful. What?
I'm not putting a flat.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not doing it. I've done it before.
Wait, what are you doing there? Now the power, the impact wasn't good enough. Now he wants a regular ratchet. Now I got the needy, unappreciative. I give you all the torque. You said I want more torque. I give you all the torques, and now you want to go back to this. Literally unbelievable. Okay, is that, you need anything else?
You know what? Something nice and gold.
I'm gonna drop this car on you. I'm gonna go ahead and kick that jack and just crush you right there. You're gonna watch Greg die on film today. And it's dead Greg. But this is Jack that would have saved your life. Almost forgot on a nice battery cover thanks to Danny. I did 1 layer so far of this nice fabric and vinyl paint, and it's already looking so much better. Almost all the stains are covered up at this point. It's looking nice and OEM. And I just love how over here it says it has the Volkswagen and the 97. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna finish this up so we can put it all back together at the same time. Battery cover is done, looks a million times better. A little wrinkly on top, but I got it for free, so I can't complain. The sides look really nice, and it's nice and just back to looking like brand new. Greg finished the little hose connecting piece down here, so that's done. We can now fill it up with our fancy special power steering fluid. All right, so this is our final product. It's right down there. Once the black cap's on, you won't be able to see it as much, and it's a little bit of adjustable, but it's definitely out of the way, so you won't see it over here. Once the battery's gone, we still have to clean up all of this nonsense, but one thing at a time. But that's our first one. We have the one hose here making a little U-shape going back that way. This hose is going underneath with the connector piece down there, and it all filters to the corner, so it looks really good. And then I have this super giant funnel that we can use to fill it up with. So this is the, hold on, move your arm right down. I mean, this isn't like a photo shoot, but like the lighting right now on Greg is fantastic. Like for this product and the Lord Lifestyle shirt, like it looks good. Oh, by the way, new Lord Lifestyle stuff coming really soon. Matt's been showing me the new designs. Looks really good, and this thing's perfect. Anyways, This is the only kind of power steering apparently you can use the fluid in Mark IIIs. Anything else will make it squeal like crazy.
It's only for Bentleys, BMWs, Porsches.
The fancy stuff. So this is what you want to use. When I looked it up on my phone earlier today, that's what it said I needed, so that's what I got. That's what Greg uses. Anything else besides that, I guess your car's gonna squeal like crazy. So make sure you have this fancy CHF 11S stuff.
May have filled it too much, but we're alright.
It's alright. Cap is on, all filled up. It's nice and hidden down the corner. You won't be able to see anything from there. And underneath here, if you look, you can see where we did, that's the bottom side. This hose comes in from the front. That hose goes back underneath the frame over there. Everything's nice and out of the way. You won't ever be able to see any of it. Everything's tight. We have no leaks. What's so dirty? Listen, that hasn't seen the light of day in such a long time. We'll get to it. We're one thing at a time.
Terrible.
One thing at a time. So we did that side, it's much cleaner. We got this out of the way. So one step at a time, Greg. One step at a time. At this point, the fancy bed. Wait, my engine cover's not on. Hold on. Redo this clip. Hang on. Okay, now we're looking better. Left side's cleaned up. Got the fancy engine curve back on. The super OEM battery cover and the power steering pump or reservoir way down there. Yeah. Nice out of the way. You can't see it no more. And soon,
way better.
Battery will be out of the way. And then it's just gonna look. It's looking good. I mean, for a little 2.0. It's looking pretty clean. And then I think we're gonna also try and plan to, I'm gonna paint the alternator here, paint that black so that looks better, matches the engine more. We're gonna grind down a lot of this stuff through here and spray the sides, I think, black again, so they look much newer and cleaner. And then we're looking good. Hopefully have all that done by simply gonna fix this. Yeah, we're gonna cut off the original, the hood piece there, because I don't need it no more. Cut that off because I have those fancy things. It's making progress. Making good progress. Almost just tripped over that, but I saved it. I saved it. All right, now it's time for the hood. All right, the AeroGear, can't talk. The AeroGear hood is on. Initially, I don't know, I like it. I still might want to wait to get closed, but I still might fiberglass these. Chloe, what do you think about that? Closing the top three and just having the back ones.
I don't even know if you can get this hood to close down.
The funny thing is, like I said, these things open so well, it throws that hood. And this hood is so much lighter than that hood. Like, seriously, like race car status. I feel like I said, I'm gonna open the hood and then I'll launch my hood and just snap it clean up and send it flying backwards. But I don't know, initially I like it. Some people hate it, but I don't know, I think it's cool. Definitely something different. No one's rocking vented hoods anymore on the Mark IIIs. I think it looks cool, and it looks good. Look at my vented fender, like all the vents. Wait, hold on. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it shuts.
Okay, no.
Up in there.
Put it on here and press down.
No, there's no weight to this hood. Lined up. There. I'm scared to like push and close it, but.
Not lined up.
I think it's lined up a little bit far. I don't want to be. I want to pull a Larry and have a hood doesn't close. I feel like the TDI right now. It looks cool though. I don't know. I like it.
It needs to be probably shifted over.
What's what you said?
But I don't know how good these things are.
I read some reviews that said they don't always fit the best, but AeroGear out of all the hoods, they had the best fitting things, or they would send you a new one. I don't know. I like it though. Doing some adjustments now on the right and left side. Maybe that'll work. I'm not sure. There is, like I said, this is the piece that I showed you guys on the bottom that is cracked through there when it can be fixed. I don't know if that's the reason why it's not closing. Maybe it's this. I don't know, because it's not an OEM hood. So I just don't want to be like that car and not have a hood that doesn't shut, because that's very frustrating. But initially, I like how this hood looks. I like it. It looks pretty cool so far.
It sits a little bit low on this side.
Fun facts with Greg. If your hood ever sits like an even from right to left in the front, these things right here, actually you can spin them and make them higher or lower. I didn't know that. I thought they were just there. I'm learning stuff. I'm proud. I really did not know that. See, this is what we have Greg around, because Greg knows all these like cool little Mark III things. Tip number 67 for the Mark IIIs. The little rubber things in the corners adjust. All right, at this point we got the hood on as best we could. You can see there's still a gap. Like I said, the hood's really light and we don't want to slam it too hard because you break it. I like it though, like initial thoughts of it, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I can do without those front three. We agreed that the front three, we would probably just fiberglass over. Honestly though,
I always
right? I think it looks pretty dope. I'm still iffy on the front three, but the vents, I don't know, like even from like right here, it just looks so cool. And what's really cool about it is if up in here where the mesh is, you can see through the mesh into the engine bay, and you can't right now, it's dark, but there's a Volkswagen emblem, you can see the Volkswagen emblem. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know, and Greg was saying if it matched my car like paint wise, I would be like, we have to make it fit. Which I still want to make it fit. This side fits pretty well. That side's kind of buckled up a little bit. Like we found it in a junkyard, the car itself was wrecked. So, but this is like the first time I've actually seen this hood on a car that's not, I'll show you the pictures from earlier, like super riced out. I mean, unless you think my car's riced out, it could be, whatever. I don't know, I like it. Like, here, push it down again, Greg. I don't know, I like it. I mean, even with the front three, I'm still feeling it. I don't know, you guys, we'll see. Right now, this one still needs some work before, like there's fiberglass that needs to be done. There's a crack in the back. So, I mean, right now, it is what it is. But who knows, maybe Simply Clean will be coming out with a vented hood. Because I'm actually really liking this now. And no one's rocking vented hoods. All right, so after some more talking, walking around, we looked online a little bit. I found this same hood, the AeroGear one. It's labeled as something different, but the same exact hood and other similar ones for about, I think, $150, I think, brand new. So I might go that route and just have this complete hood and that complete hood, and just have Nano paint both of them. I don't know, I really like this hood. I know some people might hate it, but sucks to suck because that's you. I think it's cool, definitely something different. I wish it would close all the way so I can get a really good look at it, but like, look from the front, like, it just looks cool. Like I said, we might, and I might, like I said, I still might go and close these ones off. I don't know for sure not. I love the three in the back. I don't know how I feel about these yet, for sure. But like from right here, it just looks so aggressive. I really like it. I like it. Like Greg said, if it was paint matched to my car already, it'd be a wrap. It'd be on the car, good to go. Actually, I still would shave these off because we don't need those no more. But I like the hood. Hood's dope. For sure dope. Okay, great success. We adjusted the hood a bunch more, little by little, and it sounded better. And then like it wasn't closing, and then I just slammed it really, really hard. And it's down. Oh, now I can enjoy it in the full entirety of it. I do enjoy it a lot. Even with the front three pieces, I like it a lot. We lost most of our light, but look at it. It looks good. And honestly, like that color, like you said, the color doesn't really look bad on the car.
If the hood was that color, it wouldn't look bad on the car.
Instead
of being like the stereotypical black hood.
I like it. I don't know. I'm a fan. And now that it actually fits properly, I liked it before when it wasn't closing, but now that it's not like this car.
Now you're keeping it on the car.
And now that it works, oh, it looks good. I'm kind of scared to open the hood though because I don't know if it's gonna close or not. I think we got it lined up, but I had to slam the hood like hard, you guys. Like I slammed it really hard. Like I was kind of scared. And then it closed. I'm a fan.
Which means your hood latch.
So there you guys have it. That is the vented AeroGear hood on the car. We fixed the power steering, got it moved, got the battery cover. Productive day, definitely productive day. Losing our light, getting dark. We're gonna wrap this video here. Let me know what you guys think about the hood. I like it. I think it's dope. If you hate it, I might just put it on the car to make you cry more. I don't know, because that's something I would do. But generally, let me know what you think about it. I really like it. We might do different vents. I don't know. I'm gonna look into some other stuff. I still might do it on a metal hood because the hood is so light, and with those hydraulic arms over here, that hood throws up, and it's sketchy to do with one person. Like you feel like you're gonna snap the hood in half, and I had to slam it really hard to get it to close. So getting a new hood might not be a bad idea, or doing it on a metal hood might not be a bad idea. But it is what it is. I think it looks dope. I don't know. It looks pretty cool, especially like if you look from over here. Like from the backside, like look at this. It looks so cool. It looks super racy. I don't know. The car's not fast, but it doesn't look fast. It's like real fast. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think about that. The power steering pump or reservoir swap went really well after we got all the hose and this and that. I will see you guys, I think, Wednesday. If you're new, subscribe. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time. Greg, say bye.
Bye.
See, look, you didn't freeze up. See, Larry always freezes up. I hope Larry watches this video and you feel ashamed, Larry, because he didn't freeze up. He just did good, and Larry's like, later.